So we're here in Tangalle. As you can see, this beautiful beach right behind me with a beautiful lake on the other side. And Envivo, our company, has built this modern, well-insulated building, which we are delivering to our clients in a couple of days. So we're handing over the key. In the meantime, a lot of people ask us, or people interested in building with us, what is exactly included in every building that we build. And that is what I'm going to show you. Before we go to the inside, let's talk about the outside, and let's talk about the main door. We always install a safety lock. That means when you pull the door shut, the door is actually locked and you can only open it with a key. That also means you never have to worry about the fact if you close the door or not, because it always will be closed. And for those instances where you forgot your key or you lost it, you have an extra one here. That's a very smart thing. It's a key vault which we install in every house that you can access with your own personal code and find an extra spare key. Maybe now is a good time to talk about how the exterior walls in our houses are built up. So you see the render on the outside? That's actually 3-layered with a fiberglass mesh in between for extra rigidity. Behind it we build a drainage layer, which means you can take the roof cap off on the top, pour water in between, and it will end up straight there without ever touching your building. Then for extra security, in the middle here, we've built in an impenetrable house wrap, which actually keeps the water out of your building. Then you have your structural wall, and we have these special profiles here where we mount the drywall on. So that means this wall is 9-layered. That's to protect your building from moisture, but not moisture alone. Also heat, which is essential and important in a hot, humid, tropical country like Sri Lanka. So let's go inside. What we do here extra, we don't have to, but we do in every building is we built this carpet in that you can use to put your shoes on and wipe your feet off. This will last forever and is easily cleanable. And it looks very nice without it blocking your door from moving. Let's go inside. And when we come inside, you immediately see the beach view. Now a lot of gardening still needs to be done here, but bear with me. When we see the windows, now what is special about this, these are well insulated, double glazed. So I can actually let you hear the difference between a window that's commonly used here and these that we install. So there you hear the outside. And now it's completely blocked once we close the window. Like magic. And this of course also keeps out the heat. And when you look at the windows, what's also special about them is we don't need any structural support on the top, because that's how we engineer our buildings. So that means they go all the way from the floor to the ceiling without anything being in your way or being in the way of the view. We're here on the downstairs, where the living room is going to be, and the dining area, and the small kitchenette. The client is going to use this house as a holiday home. So here you can immediately see what we do not include, which is furniture. What we also do not include is, for instance, our ACs. But we work all the cabling, all the piping into the wall, completely concealed, so that once the AC systems come in, you don't see anything hanging on the wall itself. What we also supply are these TV boxes. So there's going to be a TV installed here, but now these cables are not going to be exposed. And so once the TV comes over here, then the rest can be mounted there, and you won't see anything ugly running over the walls. In this specific case, what the client requested of us, and which we also installed the provisions for, are for the ceiling fans right over there. So we installed all the hooks, all the backing, but the ceiling fans, the client themselves need to provide. You can also see what we do provide is all the lighting mounted into the ceiling and completely concealed. These are dimmable AR111s, and for special occasions where you need a different atmosphere, we install spotlights, and that all comes standard included in every Envivo home we build. So let me show you something truly special and something we include in every home we build. That's a mechanical room, so I'll take you there. So first off, look at the lights. They just dim on. I didn't touch any light switch. This is because we install presence detectors, which is something a bit more complicated than a motion detector, in all these types of rooms, also in the bathrooms, by the way. And this dims on the light nicely and off when you exit the room. This saves a lot of energy, especially with all these LED lights that we install. So the mechanical room is the actual heart of the building, and there's a lot of stuff we need to go through, so I'll keep it short. There's a gigabit network switch and a data rack, which means you have fast internet connectivity throughout the house. All these boxes you see hanging here, and the control pad here is your central ventilation system. This is to take the moisture out of the building and extract it, expel it out, and keep the humidity down inside your home. This is all part of your solar boiler. So that means it's a split passive solar water heater, which consumes almost no electricity. You get free hot water, 200 liters of it from the sun. That water gets distributed through Elopex piping, which is of course much more modern and better than PVC pipes to use, and much more durable for that matter. Blue is for the cold water, red is for the hot water, and you can switch off every area like bathrooms and kitchens on the manifold here through the switches there. Then behind me is the whole water filtration system. So you have the bigger filter here. These are the Micron filters. These are chlorine filters, and this is a UV filter. So any water that comes through here will be completely filtered and drinkable and distributed through the manifold through your home. So nothing to worry about when you open a tap and drink a glass of water. For water pressure, we install a Whisper Quiet booster pump through a special system. That means it only jumps in when the water pressure is not enough on the municipal line, and as you can hear, you hear nothing from that pump. On this side, what you can see is your actual DB. We installed something very high-tech and nice looking here. So all your breakers are named and numbered, so you can always find what you need to switch on, what you need to switch off to check certain circuits in the future. At the same time, there's places left open for any expansion if the need arises to do that. But as you can see, this is nicely flush mounted with a glass plate with magnets on there, so a very clean look, very nice to have, something any homeowner can be proud of. So for our interior doors, we do something really beautiful. We make them floor to ceiling and we install them on a pivot system. At the moment, this door is at a 90-degree hold open angle, and you can see the ceiling runs all the way through, and the floor of course runs all the way through. But what makes this special is that once I pull this, and because it has a magnetic lock, it will not scratch the wall, it will close by itself. So no more worries that your kids have closed the door or that they have to seal all the doors in the house, because that thing will do it by itself. So throughout the whole house, we install a stone polymer composite flooring, which gives a nice, clean, open look and is very easy to maintain and ultra durable. Follow me into the ensuite bathroom of the downstairs bedroom. So a lot of special things here. Let's start with the shower. We installed thermostatic showers, which keep a constant temperature. Now it's set at 38 degrees, so that means 38 degrees at the start of your shower and at the end. And it also means your kids can't burn themselves, so not like a single lever, you can't put this one too hot. Every home, every bathroom, we install a big rain shower on the top, so you really have that wellness experience, and a full framed glass shower screen with a soap tray on one side and a towel rail holder on the other side. When we look at the toilets, that's also very nice, of course. It's a wall hung cistern, but you don't see the block behind it because we conceal and work it into the wall, which is easy to clean under, and there is no bidet spray, as you can see, because we work it into the toilet actually, so it's concealed here underneath the lid, and you have a button on the side to operate it. Talking about the vanity, this is pure solid surface, so it's made out of one piece, which gives us the beautifully clean look with the tap nicely worked into the wall and mirror lighting integrated to create a nice atmosphere. So at Envivo, we don't really believe in tiles. Yes, we try to avoid them, and as you can see in the shower, we avoided them also completely, because tiles on the wall have grout lines in between them and are very difficult to maintain. How do we avoid this? By installing wall panels in your shower, which are completely water resistant from the floor to the ceiling, which means easy maintenance and very durable material. So you've seen the sliding windows here, the main doors. We have fixed windows as well, panoramic windows, and we have ribbon windows. But maybe the most special of them all is the tilt and turn window, because what most people are used to is this a window that opens, but is then uncontrollable here. This is great for certain occasions, but for other occasions, when you just want ventilation, what do you do then? And that's what a tilt and turn window is for, because it has a third setting, which you can open it only on the top, controlled, letting all the air in and letting the rain stay out. So that's for those days that it's raining outside and at the same time you want fresh air inside. These windows are just perfect. Let's go upstairs, and a very cool feature here is the lighting we can seal on the bottom here of the staircase handrail, which automatically lights on because of the sensors in the ceiling. So it lights on when you walk on the staircase and also when you come down, and you don't actually have a light switch to turn it on or off. So let's go upstairs. So here on the upstairs, the client wanted a bathroom, which we've installed right there, and then actually this big open room, which they opted for because they want the flexibility to make this into 1 or 2 bedrooms or have a temporary divider in between. But what is super beautiful here is actually the balcony on the outside. So come with me. So you have this fantastic view of the ocean, and then this great glass balcony that lets the whole view through, and then this great composite decking underneath, which drains the water perfectly. So in any rain or weather, this will not become slippery. This will always be safe, and you'll always have that same great view on the outside. And inside you have the same view because you have these floor to ceiling, beautiful sliding windows on both sides of the room. Back on the outside, and every Envivo home, as you see, has thousands of cool features. During a couple of minutes, we can only show a few, but one more I wanted to show you guys is the way this building manages rainwater that falls on it. It can be on the roof or on the walls, right? So if it falls on the wall, we installed a French drain to collect all that water so it doesn't get dirty and splash back on your wall, protecting the wall for decades. As you can see also, we put it in a border stone, and once the lawn is finished, grass will come straight up till here, so this will become this almost invisible line towards the building. When we're talking about rainwater falling on your roof, what happens is, of course, it goes through the downpipes, but then we dump it into this specially designed catch basin, which then puts the water through a pipe into the subsoil further down your garden, so you never get these wet patches or problems with water in your lawn. No, it all disappears without you even noticing it. So I hope you enjoyed the home tour, and I hope you learned a lot about how we exactly build houses here in Sri Lanka together with our team of experts. I hope you also saw now what's included in an Envivo home and what is not included, so what you need to provide as client yourself. If you want to know more, if you're looking to build, if you want something truly special, like the homes we build here, something insulated, something really made for the tropics, and something that will last your lifetime and longer than that, then you can contact us for a free consultation and talk to one of our experts to talk about your dreams and your project and what you want to build. See you soon.